Hey guys.
YouTube?
Yeah, We've got a duet over here.
What?
We've got a duet. We're on YouTube.
Oh.
It's on. You're red. You guys are on fire.
Nerf this.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, keep my watch.
All right, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. And go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Spearhead transmission. You just messed that up, didn't you?
Do it. Go again.
What's up, everyone?
Say again.
Welcome to the Spearhead transmission. It is June 7th, 2017. It's time to break those chains and water that tree. So this is probably going to be downloaded with 2 shows because last week's show is yet to be downloaded. Correct?
You mean uploaded?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Up, down. Up, down,
guys.
down. So tonight in studio we got Kalon. He's here.
They're sharing microphones.
Sitting in my lap.
Hello.
We're going to share this microphone.
I'm sorry.
Kalon smells like cigarettes.
I don't know why.
Shh.
Yeah, so we got Kalon in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
live in person. We got a lot of stories.
This show's for the ladies.
Huh?
Oh, I mean, Kalon's here.
Oh, show is for the ladies, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We possibly may have a call-in guest, one of our listeners that wants to talk. So it's a pretty big show. What's this?
What do you
I
got?
watched this DMX mashup. I hated it.
Yeah.
That was for Kalon?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well,
You have it? Yeah.
It was-
Mike. We didn't get the email.
I didn't email you?
No, you didn't email
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry. Well, it was a He-Man DMX mashup.
So that song, that
Mm-hmm.
DMX song, is DMX's worst song ever.
Mm-hmm. But it's his most popular song.
I know. I don't get it.
Which one was it?
You guys look ridiculous. For everybody that
So,
can't see,
y'all
that
gonna
doesn't
make
have
me lose my mind.
up in here, up in here. Right.
It always
That's
reminds me. I like that movie, Gone in 60 Seconds, but it reminds me of that movie for some
I've
reason.
never seen that movie.
I like it, even though it's got
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage
in it.
drives me insane.
Have you noticed that Netflix is basically
Nicolas
Cage's
Cage,
movie
yeah.
channel?
That's
Like,
what
I didn't even know Nicolas Cage was in this movie, but it's on Netflix now.
it's Nicolas Cage and John Travolta's channel.
Like, look, hey, you guys want to watch Mickey Mouse? Oh, well, shit. Nicolas Cage is playing Mickey.
Yeah,
right?
he's in this one.
He's got a horrible burnt hair, blown dry back, and he's just going to talk all fun.
Oh, hey. I can't do it good. I'm not even going to attempt it. What?
I was going to say Nicolas Cage here, but that's
a Harry
Carey.
You could do a good cross. Let's hear it.
All right.
You guys.
Nicolas Cage here. I'm going to give it a hot dog. Oh,
How do you even know who Harry Carey is?
from Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
'cause,
They did a.
That one dude.
So we got we've gotten a lot of emails lately, right? I'm not gonna read them, but I mean there are the titles for the emails are like "Prepare Your Anus." There's some very I don't know, dear friend.
Prepare your anus. Oh yeah, I do.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Just.
I feel like I'm trying to look into the top shelf of the locker at that gym I work out that has the locker set up for
the Sasquatch.
the Nephilim.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what we said. Nephilim in there. It's going to breed.
What's the?
I want to call this one. I want to call this person, but
Is it sexy time?
they're trying to give us $5 million. He's a barrister.
Sounds legit.
You know, I always wondered about those. Like, just give me. I will represent you at the bank, and the amount of $5 million should be legally released within 2 days. Like it's just $5 million. Just they don't give you an exact amount. And there's not a lot of information, but you're just supposed to call them.
Well, what I always wondered is like,
Mm-hmm.
do people really fall for that? I mean, obviously someone has, right?
Yes.
And they're drained their accounts. These barristers, these African barristers.
Well, yeah, because I mean, otherwise because there's like always some new scam, and I always thought people picked up on them, but a guy at work was selling some some wheels on Craigslist,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Man, I was talking to this guy on Craigslist. He was texting me, and he sent me a check. He's like, I got a check in the mail the other day, and he's like, for more money than what I was selling them for. He's like, you think that's a scam? And I was like, yes, like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't trust anybody.
Wait a minute. The guy sent him more money than what he was.
Yeah, so I mean, the first thing I did is typed in "more money scam" and Craigslist, and on Google, and it immediately pops up.
How is that a scam when you get more money?
I can't remember how they do it.
Is he a money retransfer?
They say they're gonna. I think it's the shipping or something, or once you cash the check, I can't remember, but it's a scam.
Huh.
Plain and simple. Done and done.
Well, why we have this old email or the old emails here? What's going on?
The podcast email drives me insane because I can't stand old anything like text messages.
So you need a fresh chart.
I need that completely wiped out clean. But
you need a
every
new
time
one.
I start doing it, deleting them. I start getting worried I'm deleting something you're saving.
Oh well, don't worry about that. I've always had
because your
have a
phone
backup.
that time I looked at it had like 1,000 emails or something unread on it. It's still even thinking.
It doesn't have that now.
Even the thought of that right now makes me feel like uneasy.
You have to understand that it was a I had to set up an alert. I have an alert set up for work.
Yeah.
That any company that may fall below a certain threshold, that this I don't want to get. It's a proprietary company that gives you certain information, and they send me that anytime that they fall below a threshold, and it could be thousands of companies, right?
Yeah.
Well, anytime that these companies would fall below this threshold, they send me an alert. It's useless information, but it's automatically forwarded to my email, so it's in a like unread. But
if I have an unread email, it means it's something I need to look at.
It's not anything I need to look at. I got to make a rule to get it out of there.
If I get an email at night and I look at it on my phone, I mark it as unread, so then it's in the morning I'll look at it again and see,
Mm-hmm.
So to see someone with like 17,000.
Well, I fixed it back then. Now I've got 38 unread.
Fuck, that's unreal. Still, I've got none.
Yeah, how many email accounts do you have tied to that phone?
2.
I've got 7.
Oh, well, that's your problem.
That is my problem.
Why do you have 7 emails?
Because I have the podcast, the Old Brutal Goat.
See, that's why you're missing out on like email threads at work. I'm like, he's not checking that email. I'll put his work email on there, so I'll put it on there, and then
I got I got 2 emails to different email inboxes as the same email.
It's because I figured you're not getting it, so I'm like helping out.
You're assuring that I get this information. Is it the Al email?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I read through it. I was confused because I didn't know where it started.
It's because you haven't.
What was the Sasquatch bit about?
Oh, that was an email before that you probably missed out on.
I just
got
read
38 unread emails.
And keeping up with text is a hard thing to do too.
Yeah, I gave up on keeping up on. Well, I say that.
I think I'm missing texts because
Yeah,
you guys' conversation will be like, what is happening here?
Yeah, it systematically blocks a few, and then it'll like, I think
Unleash
it's like,
hell on you.
I think it's like when you're vacuuming the carpet, and you suck up like a wad of paper.
And then everything gets
it's
sucked.
Like everything flies into the bin. So that's
why
all those texts, all that porn and pictures and GIFs and nonsense, just completely misspelled shit.
Yes.
Like gets clogged, and then like whatever Skynet's like, oh, we got to get these through. And then
we can't let them know they're onto us.
That's why one night I got like 47 text messages that it just like ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And it it usually gives you like a preview. It'll say like so and so text. It just started saying text message.
Mine will say unknown message sometimes or something like that, and I'll be like,
And sometimes it has phone numbers on it.
And then,
like, oh, I don't know who that is. Then I'll open it and it'll be one of you guys. Like,
and then Kalon will email or text me
directly,
privately. like
here's a picture of my balls.
What? Be like, thanks.
You
I
guys
guess.
talking about tanks. Here's my butthole. It's funny though. I know he does that on accident, but anytime I'm in a group text,
I've been eating ice apparently on here, and it's making our listeners upset.
So anytime I'm in a group text and someone replies to just me, I always do feel like that.
I do that regularly.
I know. But it makes me like, hey, like I feel like I need to tell them, but then I'm like, well, surely they know they just sent this to me.
Just you alone.
And
Do you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't stand the group text. So.
Well, you're involved in both of them.
Yeah, I know.
And you're staying in them. You're not going to get away from them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If you want to be in a group text, you just email us your phone number, and we'll add you to the text chain.
Cutoff point at some time because there's how many?
Is your data getting consumed?
I didn't go over data. But
I did.
Did you?
Yes.
I know that there was. I mean, Arn figured it that I was texting 537 times a day or something.
But it's everybody that's.
Yeah.
You could send one and be.
But like my wife's, like the phone bill says, like text messages. This phone number is like $3 for the entire month is like 200 or 300 or something or 100. I can't remember.
Right.
And then it says mine. It said like 14,000. I was like, that can't be right. I was like, there's no way I can text. That's a lot.
Yeah. But every time you send one,
it becomes 6 right now or 7. And then I, get on those rant that I was typing shit that pops up because I think it's funny. Mm-hmm. And then there's like 47 text messages in 2 seconds,
Mm-hmm. So, Kalon, you've been illustrating a comic book?
Yeah, just started yesterday, actually.
And you guys started Spearhead Transmission 2? The second podcast?
Spearhead 2. The Revenge. Yeah, no, we're trying to start another podcast. But this is completely different. It's about comic books, so it's like
it's basically like our show, just you guys are doing it.
Yeah, it's exactly like
I figured.
Exactly like this, only
about comic books. But just like this show.
Yeah.
I figured.
I always liked the initial Thought Crimes podcast with the Wonder Years.
I like the Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years was good.
Who would you bone?
That was the main staple of that.
That was
podcast.
Yeah. That was
if you were on the show, you would be bombarded with questions of who would you bone? Krusty the Clown or Bozo?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You gotta go Krusty.
Krusty?
Yeah. I mean, Bozo's.
Krusty's fucking rough, man.
Bozo was old.
Yeah, but Krusty smelled like fucking Kalon's cigarettes.
Nutsack.
And he's always drunk, right? Hey, kid.
Hey!
Who would you bone? And then no
classic.
Be done answering a question. Be like,
and it'd be another one.
A Christmas turkey or jack-o'-lantern?
You guys were the only listeners?
No way.
No, dude.
More.
It started up here, just slowly, just declined.
Well, see, that's where you went wrong. Is because when we started this podcast, it initially was like seemed like a lot of people listened to it at first, right? And then it started going down.
Yeah. Okay.
And then now ever since then it's just gone up. I mean, it's gone down a couple times and then gone back up, but it's overall it's continual.
Yeah, there's a continual increase in listeners, and we thank them for it.
Yes. And the more we pretend that like it's just millions and millions of people per day, then it's like that story of those dudes that were got that arms deal for the United States government.
Oh right.
Acted like
the big shots.
Big time. Like, oh fuck, man, I've got to be listening to that podcast because they say it's good.
I think. You have to make yourself believe it.
So are you going to?
Are you gonna bring back Who Would You Bone?
No, who would
you should put Who Would You Bone and then it'd be comic book characters.
Psylocke. and Jean Grey
and Hulk.
at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. No, we're just trying to.
You guys turning it off. It's freaking me out.
No, we're trying to be a little more family friendly, just a little bit. Not family friendly. We cuss all the time.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just a different route.
It's a family-oriented podcast.
You know the
Who
worst
would you
thing
bone?
about having a podcast
Yes, is doing it.
when people and when people say like, "Oh, I listen to your podcast," because you're like, "Oh shit."
What did I say?
Yeah, I could either go. Yeah, I'm immediately like,
Are you fat?
let me think. How I can possibly talk myself out of something if I.
Are you fat? Catholic? Whoa.
Yeah, it's but then I mean, overall, it's usually pretty positive.
Well, I mean, people
I
put
mean,
up with they understand people are,
Different.
yeah. And if they can't deal with that, then they could pound sand. We don't want to listen to the podcast.
Oh,
That's the whole idea. Is that
I figure we'd have more hate listeners though, and maybe that's what all those foreigners that won't email us from Ireland and such.
that listen to those
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
God, I hate those American assholes.
What we need to get is that Facebook group to start listening to this podcast. We become
The Facebook group.
yeah.
I don't think you can self-promote in there though,
No, I know.
and the level of rule adherence in there is high.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a way to like smooth that in.
Mm-hmm. You got to have an
what
insider.
you have to do is have some love time with someone and put a sticker on them, and then post the video to that group.
That's
Pretty-
genius.
Pretty much the only way to do it. So,
Or have them wear your shirt.
yeah. I think that's really the only way. And then you'd have to play it off like, oh, I didn't do that on purpose.
That's
and then
what
they'd
we
listen to this podcast, and then they'd kick us out of the group.
we need to get Homeboy to post the vibrator.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea.
Maybe
You
he's
ever-
listening. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want.
I feel like this too, like like everyone I talk to that's on the podcast that that emails us or talks to us.
Hmm?
Like I feel like they're friends, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't that weird?
I totally feel that way. There's not been a person that doesn't interact with us that doesn't become part of the.
yeah, or doesn't feel kind of like,
Uh-huh.
Man, this guy is gonna. I mean, there was the joke about the pie delivery being laced with uranium or whatever, which was funny, right? 'Cause it was always a possibility, but it's cool. Like everyone that we meet via the podcast is like cool
Yeah.
people.
So what about? Are you going to have this? This comes from one of the listeners. Oh, Brad Ward, our homie. He said, "What about? Are you going to have this on your podcast? What about fuck, marry, or kill?" I think that's classic, right?
It's classic.
But who would you bone is pretty classic.
Pretty similar. It just eliminates kind of the diversity there. No, we're not going to do that. I don't know why. I mean,
So you basically are copying us then.
yeah, we're just doing.
Who would you bone?
Wonder Years and
we're
comics.
gonna do, the Hot Zone,
Uh-huh.
and we've got Classifieds Cruising. We're gonna keep that one.
Okay, good.
Speaking of classified cruising, was that you the other day on that mic
No,
Craigslist? See, it was a lost. The jokes are lost now. The group text is too
it's
big.
too much. I
that
can't.
No one can even even if you
Well,
directly
okay.
call out someone on a text message.
Part of it is that it gives you that tap to download bull crap. It's
Oh yeah.
too much for me. Like that's
I've noticed that
I
anytime
don't
anyone
tap to
posts
download.
a YouTube video, no one looks at it. It's
No.
got to be either a GIF
it's
or a picture.
because I want instant gratification. Tap to download. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
Although those
If I have
that
time.
surprise boob GIF, a couple people downloaded that one.
The
The girl in the dress.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was worth the download.
I love the bigness. I was like, what is this? And then all of a sudden,
Yeah. What's funny is that I opened. So that was on the.
Who sent that?
I did.
Okay.
I found it. And that's what I was saying. I was looking on my, what do they call the internet thing on iPhone? Safari, right?
Safari.
So I saw it. I was like, dang. And then something happened, so I had to close it real fast. And I didn't think anything of it. And I was at a wine club the night I was supposed to be at Ted's birthday party.
Uh-huh.
And I opened my phone up in front of people, and that came on, and that phone, dude, I swear to God, my phone's frying.
Uh-huh.
So then I tried to
Close it,
and it was just stuck on the screen. Like, even if you press done, it just kept playing it over and over and over. Like, I was seriously about to just, I guess I could have put it, I guess I could have put it in my pocket. But like, I'm pretty sure someone had to have seen that.
Well, all right, there's two old ladies that were at my desk one day, and my phone was already open, and texts were coming through, and there was a giant shot of bush, and they were standing right next to me and acted like they didn't even see it. And I know they saw it.
Cracks me up for some reason.
What was I gonna say?
When I got that truck out there, it has Bluetooth that plays your phone, right? And U2 broke into my phone one night and uploaded their album to my phone, right? I think everybody
has U2 in the.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. I got those songs stuck in my head, and I don't even listen to it because I get in my truck and
it was a beautiful day.
But it also, if you play a video on your phone. I don't know. It
plays
just
you
automatically starts playing the video that's on your phone. So I got in my truck one day, and it was questionable shit. I was like, oh, God, trying to But no, I didn't have two old ladies with me, thank God. But dude, technology these days is just meant to bust you doing something.
It was. Well, and I was lazy because I just left that text open and it running, right? And I didn't expect anybody to be at my desk. Then they came in to ask me a question.
Got a little
and it was
pick me up during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a big old bush, honey. Damn. All of a sudden, a hillbilly. I don't know why I got these goggles. Right,
you're a hillbilly. Why do you have night vision goggles?
Our call-in guest's having data problems, so we're gonna try to get him next week.
Okay, good. Yeah. Data problems. I'm calling his phone.
Yeah. He's out in the.
Oh.
He's traveling. He's in the hills. It's causing problems. So we'll get a hold of him next week.
What was he going to talk about again?
Socrates. No. Plato's.
The allegory of
buy and
sell clothes.
Oh,
perfect.
No. The cave.
Yeah, the allegory of the cave.
I do like that scary ass video that came around a while ago that talked about that. But there's still parts of me that have questions about it, so we're just going to kind of go back and forth.
Oh, great. So he's going to offer some clarification.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good. Excellent. Yeah. I'm going to play a commercial.
All right. This fucking computer's always fucked up. Can you hear Kalon?
New commercial.
Yeah, I can hear Kalon.
Huh?
I can hear him. This is a perfect time to tell YouTube that that they can listen to us on Libsyn.
Huh?
Nothing. You're all right. Hot zone?
Yeah, but I can't even open it.
I don't understand. You've got hardline internet. You should be great.
I don't understand. The fucking thing's been signing an email for a week, and I come in here and it says your session has expired. Please sign in again. Uh-oh. What's her password? Oh, yeah, now I remember. I thought you're going to have to tell me our email password live over
the YouTube.
Yeah.
So this story comes from I don't even know. Oh, the Times of America is the name of this, and it says woman sets her husband on fire for raping her 7-year-old daughter. It's good
for her,
right? Excellent. The 40-year-old mother, Tatiansha Heedman.
Ooh, you don't fuck with someone with a name like that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna pull one of these.
Waited for her husband to go to bed. Then, when he was asleep, she poured a combustible liquid on him and lit a match.
Well, before we go,
All right.
there's a part in the story that made me laugh when I was reading this.
Uh-huh.
You sent it because you're about to. I'll let you get there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Phillips ran from the couple's apartment and entered a convenience store screaming, "I'm on fire!"
that part made me laugh because
No shit, man. Captain Obvious. I'm on fire.
yeah,
You get like
is
that
this a
NBA
joke?
Jam.
Yeah.
He's on fire. Investigators said Heedman set him on fire because he hurt her daughter, which is his stepchild. She told police that shooting him was too nice. Investigators say Heedman set him on fire because he hurt her daughter, which is his stepchild. She told the police that, what the hell? See, this is it. This is another one of those. I'm noticing more and more that news stories, even legitimate news sources,
They're all typoed up.
yeah, they don't. It's because they're just like
push it out the door.
Okay, says Phillips didn't die in the blaze and is being charged with first-degree sex crime. Heedman faces arson charges and assault charges. I mean, is she gonna go to jail?
I doubt it.
Good. All right. The state of mind of Heedman at the time she set Phillips on fire is being questioned. Should Heedman's mental state at the time result in lenient sentence when it comes time from the criminal court to address her situation of the crimes she's being charged with? I mean, that's the end of the story, really.
I thought it was funny.
That-
That the guy's on fire and just
Mhm.
runs into a convenience store.
But
I'm on fire.
The reason I sent this is because I wanted to ask you a question. Is do you think that anything should be done to her?
No,
Good.
I mean,
He got retribution in that point, and I know that I'm not advocate of violence or anything in this, but when it comes
I
to
am.
that, what I'm saying, I'm not an advocate of violence, but at this point, like, I'm an advocate of self-defense, but not initiation of it, right? That's an initiation of it, but in actuality, this guy initiated it first. He should have known what was coming. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean,
He raped a kid. You're gonna die.
Tatanisha. What'd you say?
Tatanisha Heedman.
Uh,
That could go two ways.
yeah, both bad.
Yeah. Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
fucking waking up on fire, and then
Either
alerting
way,
people to that fact. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
hey man,
I'm on fire.
what's the problem? You didn't hear me? I
It's
can't
ki-
speak up. You're burning.
That can't be the picture of what's happened. Obviously, these. Right.
Yeah, I feel bad for this next story that
All
we
right.
posted because, well, there's two things I want to comment about. So this is comes from Baller Status, which makes me laugh. You're reading ballerstatus.com. So
I'm not sure what baller status is, but
War
this-
Machine, the UFC fighter, or was he in UFC? So
he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah, MMA fighter that got arrested for beating up his girlfriend, porn star girlfriend, Christy Mack.
Which I didn't know who was, and then I Googled.
She's pretty good looking, right? Especially I don't really like girls with shaved side heads like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Do you? Well, I do now because of Christy Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's two things, right? War Machine was definitely number one on steroids
Yes.
because his booking picture and all the pictures I saw of him before and videos of him fighting, that dude was like yoked, right?
Yeah.
His sentencing picture, he looks like the school ground nerd.
Uh-huh.
And secondly, right? I mean, I'm not saying it's okay to beat up women or anything like that, but the guy got life in prison.
That's like, it seems like a.
It seems excessive, right? I mean, I think he should get the shit beat out of him with a club or something. I mean,
Right.
and he should be punished. But a fucking life without possibility of parole
Until he's 71. Is that? I wonder if in
He's
that.
gonna kill himself.
Yeah.
I think. He
Oh,
even
yeah.
said he even He looks unstable to me.
Yeah.
He's one of those people. It's like Mike Tyson.
He's like one of, okay, so like we've discussed this before, like the people that fight, you got the athlete, you got the unstable guy, maybe the guy that enjoys a challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are probably your three.
And then the guy that doesn't belong in there at all.
Right. Then that's the guy who loses, right?
Yeah.
But those are the 4 categories.
Yeah.
So
He's
not the athlete.
No.
He's
juiced up. I don't think he enjoys the
he doesn't enjoy the competition.
He didn't. I don't think he was bad at it.
No, he's the guy that he's that guy.
But he reminds me of like we've said before, like Mike Tyson. Like if you had him over to your house, you'd always be like
A little uneasy.
yeah,
That guy's gonna smash a beer mug on my face.
yeah, or
Mm-hmm.
get pissed off about cheese on his grilled cheese sandwich. Something.
Mm-hmm. Just fucking grilled cheese sandwich. You
Is
put
this grilled
cheese on it.
Sandwich got grilled cheese on or cheese?
What the?
Is it melted? War Machine, yes.
Mhm.
It's
War Ma-
melted.
Yes, War Machine. He stole my name.
Yeah. But he beat up his. I mean, he jacked her up pretty bad. Like
I didn't.
She had. I don't know if she almost died or what, but jacked her up pretty good. But I hate even saying that. It makes me feel bad because I think he should go to prison.
But he shouldn't be there for
Life
No.
for beating
No.
a woman up. I mean, it sounds horrible to say that in the same sentence.
Yeah, but life.
And I know he's at the other. I was trying to read the comments because I was like, there's got to be something else.
Yeah,
I
like-
guess he'd beaten up other women before. So
Yeah.
he deserves to go to prison.
Or just flog him. I don't know.
I think he'll get beat up in prison. And all the people in the comments are like, "What? His name's War. He's a professional fighter. He'll be doing the beating up." I'm like, "You guys, is my the only one seeing the pictures of him?" And
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't matter. They'll gang up. You're not gonna be able to fight all of them. Come on, man. He'll get his.
I seriously think he'll kill himself.
Yeah, that's.
He said he was even in the sentencing. He
said something about Aaron Hernandez, right?
Yeah.
I should have killed myself by now. There's no reason right now that I shouldn't be in the dirt right now laying next to Aaron Hernandez. That's 100% true, he said. Not a day goes by that I don't seriously regret all the things that I did. I was a very, very lost and very empty person. Maybe it was the steroids. Too much testosterone, right? Running through his veins.
I'm not giving him an excuse because he's just a piece of shit, right?
No, but I mean...
But I bet steroids had an effect or
his
part of the
impulsive
problem.
behavior. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
flipping out.
mm-hmm.
Of course, this old lady was getting railed by some dude in the bedroom, and he.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah. But I mean, she's a fucking porn star.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I'm not justifying it, but that's what set him off because that seems illogical to me.
Well,
She's a porn star, so you should expect to come home to porn behavior. Like, well, it's just unacceptable.
Are you sleeping with that guy?
Yes.
Are you getting paid for it? Yes. Oh. Okay, that's
It's
fine.
different.
Daddy. I love you.
Yeah, I don't. That would be a tough.
If you were in
that line of work
at that point, someone just automatically like all of a sudden gets involved in porn after the fact, you've got no fucking argument.
Yeah.
Like if someone's day to day usually works at fucking
Kinko's,
Blockbuster, Blockbuster even exists anymore.
They travel back in time in their time machine to work at Blockbuster every day.
And you've been happily married for 10 years. Then all of a sudden, they're like, you know what? Fuck this.
I'm tired of selling
porn.
these videos. I'm making videos.
Yeah, I'm doing porn. Then I think you have like an argument. But if you're like, oh yeah, man, look at this girl. She's got her sides of her head shaved, hot as shit. Look at this porn she's in. Oh shit, we're gonna go out. You can't all of a sudden expect like.
I think that goes without saying. I don't think you should even.
You don't change people. You don't change anyway, right?
No, I mean, I think some people temporarily change who they are. Like they'll put up a facade, but you're not. It's not real.
Every time I hear the word facade, I think of the old Batman show.
Why?
Is it the end when he's like, Bruce Wayne, under the facade of.
Uh-huh.
Did I make that up?
No, that sounds good. Batman under the facade of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That show was horrible.
it was bad.
Yeah.
It's the tights and the way that
Well,
body,
What's his name?
like Adam West was
Yeah,
not,
he was too serious the whole time.
and soft.
And,
Like,
yeah,
you're like, that's Batman. What the hell?
potato with toothpicks stuck in it, running around in fucking gray spandex. Oh,
All right, so War Machine's in jail forever.
good, but not good. I don't know how to. I've got nothing good to say about that. I wouldn't want to sentence him. Like if
going
I was
on
the
over here?
judge, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to sentence him, but life in what's her name, Christy Mack Christy Mack said that if he gets out, he'll kill her. So maybe he belongs in there for life. I don't know. She should just.
She's probably a drama queen, though, too.
Did you see her in the fucking court video?
No, I didn't watch that video.
So when she's getting
She doing
nailed,
porn?
well, when she's on the pornos, she's got black hair, sides of her head are shaved. If you would have told me that was the lady that it's in the courtroom video, I wouldn't have believed you.
Really?
They look completely different.
Let me see here.
Put it over here so we can see.
You do solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this
I've
action
never
shall be the
placed
truth,
this
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Will you please state your full name, spell your first and last name for the record?
Christine McInday, CHRISTINE, MACKINDAY.
Thank you.
And as before, you consider stand whatever you're comfortable with.
I'll stand.
She's
I just wrote this last night. I've been putting
hefty.
it off.
She's a big girl.
Obviously, it's been a really
those are
long 3
gigantic
years.
tits is why.
Oh, okay.
That's what's throwing you off.
Okay.
You should see without any clothes on.
I don't think we can show that on YouTube.
No. Oh, I better search that for
Okay. All right, next.
searching purposes.
Hey, did you see that? Wait, did we already talk about this on the last one? Did you see who's won the spelling bee? I haven't put this on there, but did you see who's won the spelling bee for the past 7 years?
No.
Or 8 years?
There's a national spelling bee?
Yeah. Scripps spelling bee. It's Indian kids. Did you know that?
That's because no one fucking.
White kids can't spell no more.
Oh, fuck, I can't spell.
That's right. But
So
did you know? Did you know though that there was a little girl from Oklahoma that was 5 years old that made it into the national spelling bee, and the only reason that she didn't make it was because obviously her motor skills aren't developed enough to write as well as those other kids, so she made it to the national spelling bee. Dude, that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
I'd be up there and I'd say, restaurant. I'd walk up there. Restaurant.
You have to use. You have to say. Can you use it in a
Restaurant.
sentence?
RESTRAINT.
There's not even an I in it. Restaurant. There's a U in it.
Dude, I
Restaurant.
cannot spell restaurant to save my life.
You'd be done, huh?
Yeah.
You have to say definition, please.
5-year-old from Oklahoma, though, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, this girl doesn't look anything like that girl.
I can't. If I look at it, I'll get in trouble. All right. Staying in the vein of porn. Right. This comes from HuffPost.
Vein of porn. Someone said we were looking at something today, and the guy's like, "The veins in your arm look like dick veins."
It's your old dick skin arms.
I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment or a put down. All right, porn.
So
That's a
it
good
comes from
topic.
HuffPost. These are the most misspelled search terms of Pornhub on Pornhub by state.
Am I the only one that misspells porn and the prawn?
Prawn?
Right?
Prawn?
Prawn, P-R-O-N.
Like Tron.
And I don't even know why I'm searching prawn, but I think it's when I'm...
Do you intentionally search prawn?
No. It's
Okay.
an accident.
It says in 2017 we are given gifts in the form of incoherent tweets from our president and insights from porn purveyor Pornhub. The website released a glorious infographic that details America's most frequently misspelled pornographic search terms by state. All right, so here's what when I read this, I was like, what? All right, so people go to this website, right? Pornhub. And they're searching for porn, right?
Yeah.
So why in the hell, if you're already on the website, why would you search for porn?
Especially
why would
the
you
way
type in the word porn?
porn's set up. It's just like YouTube. You can just like look down and peruse the.
But why would you type in the word like porn and then misspell porn to be porm? Well, you know what that is. That's the phone.
prom, right?
No, it's porm. P-O-R-M. Porm. And
Oklahoma's the one that does
Oklahoma,
it, right?
Oklahoma, North Dakota, Idaho, Oregon, California, Utah, Arizona, Kansas, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, New York,
their number one
Massachusetts.
search is
Porm. In Wisconsin, in
Arkansas is like hentai.
There's several.
Yep, but
Yeah.
it's in
There's
Minnesota.
there's a swath of hentai.
Yeah,
which is spelled
in
Hinty.
Minnesota, it's stepmon porn. Then lesion porn in South Dakota, and lesbium in Nebraska, lesbium in Texas. Look at that. That's weird how it in the middle of the what's compilation or compilation. And then Webony, Weebony.
What is compilation?
It must be compilation porn.
but
I don't know
what
what
does
that
that
is.
Here's the correct terms. down
Yeah, but
here.
what is compilation?
I have no idea.
What's we know
look
what
it up real
Weebony
quick.
is. That's what Kalon likes to view.
Mm-hmm.
And then amateur.
Oh, I know what compilation porn is. It's like,
What is it?
It's like a mixtape, except in porn.
Oh. Michigan likes carton porn. Michigan and West Virginia.
Carton?
Carton.
What's that mean?
The correct term is cartoon porn.
Yeah, compilation videos.
In Wyoming, everybody likes threesomes.
You should-
And then in Utah, or I mean in Nevada, they all like miffle. Let's see. And this is, what is this? What state is this over here? This must be Maryland.
Man, this really says a lot about.
No, this is
right?
Rhode Island. No, not Rhode Island. What's the little state over there that's
It's Washington D.C.
no?
The Asian one?
Oh, that's They're just saying that's because it's connected to Maryland right there. So it's just a swath.
That's Asian.
It's ASEAN.
Yeah. I mean, this does say a lot. Like, if this is the most searched,
What's hentai? What is that?
hentai is that Japanese like manga. Or
Like
not
what I
manga.
sent you guys the other day, like where they're suffocating her?
No, that's just weirdo Japanese shit. No, it's like it's like
Anime porn.
anime.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's got
Okay.
People with huge eyeballs.
That's
and
what
short skirts,
hentai is? Or
like cat ears for whatever. reason.
hentai? What?
A bunch of like
Hentai?
they'll jump through the air and the background's just
Like, yeah, I know what it is. Like karate porn.
karate porn.
Hmm.
Well, it feels good to be in Oklahoma where we
Where we just search porn. At least they're
Dang, I want
straight.
Some of that damn porn.
What's amateur?
Amateur.
Oh, amateur. People in Mississippi are fucked up. They think there's an N in amateur.
Well, I can't spell restaurant, so I can't.
The only state though that wants to watch stepmom porn is
Was it Minnesota?
And guess what they love? Guess what they love in Hawaii?
What?
Filipino porn.
Is that on there?
Yeah, go look at Hawaii down below.
I just looked at Alaska. Alaska likes the amateur stuff too.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
you
think
figured
it's funny
they would.
that DC's Asian.
That's the only one, right?
It's that's like the human trafficking thing of Pizzagate.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else is pathetic, and they just view porn. I'm gonna go to what is it? I'm gonna go to Pornhub. It's fucking spelled out in there, and I'm gonna spell it out porn. And I'm googling or I'm searching for porn on that site. That's ridiculous. Pornhub rolled out these stats at Mashable's request as a response to President Donald Trump Kofifi tweet on Wednesday. Naturally,
Why is everybody
Pornhub.
getting all bent out of shape about that?
What did he say?
He spelled something wrong. I guess I'm defending him.
Meaning he was going to have coffee? Is that what he was trying to drink coffee?
I thought it was coffee too, but I don't think it had anything to do with coffee. Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
I can't.
Oh, so maybe they didn't go. They were just searching on Google, and it
North Carolina,
North Kakalaki.
Armature wives.
That's South. Oh, that's more North Carolina. Armature. Mm-hmm. Kakalaki. All right, what's next?
All right. This I'm not gonna read this whole article. This comes
Armature
from
wives.
The Guardian. This was on a group email that got sent to Mike. Thousands of emails. I bet he didn't read it, but so. And I'm glad Kalon's here because I want to hear your thoughts on this because since you're an art teacher and.
Is this it's quasi-religious?
So no.
Which one are we on?
So this basically talks about all right. So it's from theguardian.com. It's titled "It was the quasi-religious, the Great Self-Esteem Con."
Okay, fantastic.
In the 1980s, California politician John
This guy, Kalon, I could see you being this guy on this picture.
This is me?
set up a task force to promote
when you're
high
like 50.
self-esteem as the answer to all social ills,
He's right.
but was a science based on a lie. He's
No,
right.
He's right. I don't know. I haven't read it.
So
High
basically
self-esteem.
goes through and he this is where we started with the whole like even talks about it here like, hey, you've got 14th place in
Oh
this.
no, not that. Not
Here's
that.
your
No,
ribbon.
No.
Everyone here's a winner, even though you.
That's how he
distinctly
thinks you
lost.
got high self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's called pseudo high self-esteem. That's fake. That's not real.
So this goes through about this law he tried to pass in order where self-esteem was promoted, and it steered away from like standardized like any kind of test, like you don't fail a test, you don't
that's
do
not
this,
self-esteem. That's
if you're in a karate fight and you lose, you don't lose, you're both winners because you both tried.
Just took second.
And he goes through it, and it was this thing, and he got this law passed in California to where this was, I can't remember exactly, but where is it at? I'm trying to find it.
Dead air.
God dang it. Anyway, okay, so task force to promote self-esteem and personal and social responsibility. It was a project in California. He got it pushed through and signed into law on the 23rd of September, 1986. So then after this happened, everyone was making fun of him and everything, saying this is a joke, it was like nationwide news. So they did this study. They're going to do a study on it to see if there was any kind of like tangible gain or anything from, telling everyone they're a winner and that you're special. Like, because in reality, you may be special to somebody like your family or your friends, but you're not special to everyone, right? I mean,
right. No,
that's just the way the world works. Like
that's right. I agree with you.
Anyway. So he goes through and they ask this guy, goes to this college, I think it was UC Berkeley, and comes out, they're like, oh, yeah, there were these great gains from this task force. So then the entire nation, like, all of a sudden grabs onto this idea that, self-esteem is a great promoter and can, increase, grades and successfulness and all this. And then it turns out that was all based on a lie, and the people that did the study said there's absolutely no correlation between this task force and any kind of, I think the
improvement,
actual
right, or
the actual
There's no quantifiable data.
Where is it?
So, all right. So making the statement that self-esteem is would help.
Okay, so
Go
the
ahead.
actual answer, sorry, I'm going to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
Said these correlational okay, so when he announced it, the professor's work to be complete but worryingly mixed. He talked through a few areas such as academic achievement and said these correlational findings are really pretty positive, pretty compelling. This is the quote the task force used, but they'd completely omitted what he said next. In other areas, the correlations don't seem to be so great, and we're not quite sure why, and we're not sure when we have correlations what the cause might be. So then one of these other guys they tracked down, said it was just basically a big lie. I'm trying to find that spot, but go ahead and talk about what you're saying.
I was going to say the statement of saying that like self-esteem being a huge driver in success, right? That's obviously that. I think that we can make the logical deduction in saying yes, that's probably something that you could say is very much there's got to be a strong correlation between self-esteem and having success or solving some kind of societal woes. However, not everybody has self-esteem, and you can't give people self-esteem by giving them something that wasn't earned, right? Like if you don't earn it, then you understand the fact that it wasn't earned. You have that capability of saying, actually, my soccer team didn't win, even though everybody says we're all winners. We didn't truly win. You don't get any value from that self-esteem. Like there's no that's fake self-esteem. So you're going to actually be more of a shithead in the long run if you have this fake or this facade of self-esteem, right? Like it's gonna end up shooting you in the foot in the long run, because then you're gonna be like, oh, I am special, I'm great, everybody's special, we're all special, but there's no real
talking about
right.
How like
it's not real,
and this is gonna
you're lying to yourself.
Turn into like the kids today, but like the selfie stick and like people just taking pictures of themselves and people thinking the world revolves around themselves, and it's because their entire life. And it started when we were in school. I mean, it's probably when you were in school. Like everyone is, you're great no matter what. Like, well, I don't show up, I don't do anything, and this other person shows up, tries really hard. We're not on the same level.
Yeah.
But you're telling me I am.
I think it's a symptom of the idea of that people have the best of intentions. Like you want, like Kalon teaches art to kids, right? And he obviously wants the best for those students. So he's going to encourage them. The difference is that encouraging them into something that they're shit at, okay,
it's not doing anyone any favors.
It's not doing anybody any favors.
You know what?
If you can tell them, if you can tell them honesty,
you are a pilot. No matter what anyone tells you, you're a pilot. Like, I'm a fucking pilot.
Here's a great example. So my daughter tells me that she wants to grow up to be a surgeon. She's 6, right? She tells me, and I say, okay. I said, you know what that takes, right? It takes a lot of work. I said, if you're willing to put in that work.
Talk her out of it.
No. No, I told her, I said, I think you're fully capable of doing it, but I said it takes a ton of work, and it takes a lot of studying, and you have to be able to handle looking at blood. You have to be able to handle looking at all these things. These are things that you're going to have to deal with. I'm straight with her. I'm not going to fill her head full of bullshit and be like, no, you're going to be the best surgeon ever. No, that's not it. I tell her the facts of what it takes to get there, and she's like, well, that's okay. You can come to school with me, and we'll go. I'm like, no, I'm not going to school with you. But you know what I mean.
I just crush my children's dreams. Like when they tell me
you're going to work at Starbucks.
Say, look, honey, by the time that you enter the workforce, there's going to be so many educated people there. that your degree won't mean a thing. It's just a fucking waste of time. You might as well just learn to clean houses, fold clothes. Just no, I don't say that. I'm just joking.
But
Ken, what's your take on it? You deal with little shits all day. And I use that term lovingly.
No, I can see it from different perspectives, but I think it's important. Like earlier, I had a good point, and I'm totally losing it right now. You don't want to beat people down, obviously, but to falsely, I agree with what Mike was saying.
Of course you do.
You're not really instilling self-esteem.
No, because if it's fake,
right, yeah, I mean,
you can't bullshit them. They're smart. Kids are fucking smart. They know that you're bullshitting them about stuff.
Right.
I mean, there are certain things like, oh, you could start them out with the whole, oh, that boo-boo, let me kiss it. It's going to be better. And in their head, they're like, oh, it's fucking better.
Right.
But eventually that wears off. And it's the same shit. You can't tell them, if you're not willing to put in it takes work. You have to value it.
Everything is not just fucking.
You can tell them that they're special to you 100% because that's the truth.
Yeah, but they're not going to be special to their boss.
That's right. They're just somebody to them. And that you if you tell them that young, listen, kids, nobody's going to think you're shit. But I love you 100%.
Anyway, this whole article talks about nurturing of self-esteem doesn't translate into higher achievement in people, basically. That's the short and sweet of it, based on this. But, I mean, I'm like, Kalon, shouldn't just beat down people and say, like, oh, you lost that soccer game? Well, maybe you should quit playing fucking soccer because you're fucking horrible.
No.
You should just say, like, look, honey.
Do you like playing soccer?
Well, you should say, like,
because you're shit at it.
Yeah. You tried hard today. You gave it your all, and you lost it. So let's try harder next time, and I bet you can win.
Did you give it your all?
Always possibility to win if you try hard, and then you can say, and if you don't, it doesn't matter because you're still special. No.
You're the most special person ever.
Yeah, you're special to me, so I don't care if you're good.
What did you do? You signed me out of the email. I don't know the password.
Oh.
Don't say it.
Well, it's like the old one, but it's not. How did I sign you out? I'm signed in. Here, give me that paper.
Hold on. It's not like it is like the old one?
No, just hand that over here.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I'm writing this upside down and backwards.
That's what I typed. Oh, is it capital?
I don't know. All right.
It's not working.
Well, the next, that's the fucking unbelievable. Computers.
How's that possible? It's not working.
How did you use the old one? That's how I signed into something.
It worked. No.
Yeah, the old one does.
Yeah.
Change
What
your
the
password.
hell? How's that work? Did you just sign in with this one?
No.
Well, you signed in with the old one?
Yeah,
You just signed in with that one. I just signed in with the old one.
You change your password on Yahoo. It doesn't really matter. Just use which.
Use
pick
something that you want.
From a group
Anything.
of passwords that you've put in the past. And this next article is from HuffingtonPost.com. Hey, did you read this? I was confused as hell when I read the title of this. I thought it was something else.
The NSA memo?
It says, reality winner was arrested for leaking an NSA memo. Here's what we know about her. And I was like, well, what the fuck is reality winner? I thought that was...
Can't sleep because you're worrying about your big day tomorrow?
You worried about your big day tomorrow?
I felt like I was in Grand Theft Auto right then. You know how you're walking down the street and you hear random shit?
Yeah. No, because I don't have the gaming console like you guys, so I can't play.
So, an alarming document that may prove...
Do you guys
Russia,
play that together?
I just bought it for $1.67 from the United Kingdom.
Really? And it worked here?
Yeah.
$1.67.
Yeah, $1.67. Shipping was $3 something. I thought I was getting scammed.
I would have given for free.
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah,
Which one do you have?
4?
both 3 and 4.
Is there another one?
Yeah, there's 5.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
There's not a 5.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna,
there's one. Yeah, there is. 4
Oh,
is
are
the
you talking
Russian
about,
one.
What are you talking about?
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I thought you were talking about PlayStation.
Oh.
he would have gave you a 4.
You give me your PlayStation 4?
No.
Because I do
You
want
just
play.
said you would.
I would have given you Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
what's
what
what
I
we're
want.
saying. And there's a Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
there is.
Okay. Yes. All right.
So you
we're-
were lying, Kalon.
No, I thought you were talking about there's a PlayStation 5, and I was like, there's no such thing as a PlayStation 5.
That's
You're
correct.
lying. You
Not
just want
yet.
you didn't want to give the PlayStation 4 up now.
Yeah, no.
So I bought it off Amazon. I looked it up because I was like, I want to play Grand Theft Auto, but I didn't want to. Like pay $60 for a video game.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder what the old one is. Like, if I can get it for $5, I'll buy it. And I got on Amazon. It was $1.67. I was like, well, I'm gonna get an empty box with like a piece of cardboard in it, you know. Bought it, and it said, you know, arriving like June 20th to something. I was like, damn, man, that's a long time for Amazon, right? So then I bought it, and it like shipped immediately. And then I was like, for sure, I was like, I'm getting scammed somehow because, you know, like we said earlier, I don't trust anybody. And bought it, and it showed up a couple days ago with all these custom stickers all over it and everything, and it was from the United Kingdom. But
Huh.
put it in. I've been playing it.
Is it fun?
Hell yeah. I got a girlfriend in it named Michelle. I launched her through the windshield on our first date and wrecked her car.
Wait a minute. You can get girlfriends in this now?
You can watch TV in your apartment in the game.
You can watch
You
yourself
can sit
watching
there and
TV?
Watch TV. There's TV shows to watch.
Are they
You
good?
got a cell phone that you get phone calls on. You can call people. You can have dates. It's weird, man. It's a little too much. Something
But
stuck.
then you just go
I
and
just
kill
drive around
people?
and try to blow up cars and groups of cars until I get all these cops chasing me and I try to run away. That's all I've done.
That's the game?
And ramp. I had a limousine last night. I was driving on the beach and I was trying to ramp it and I had to land on people.
See, I have a problem. And the problem is that if there's better technology out there, I feel like I'm wasting my time playing the old technology.
Well, PlayStation 4, like
That's what I mean.
Uncle Moneybags here has.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I couldn't play the PlayStation 3
I would buy
since
the
there's the
Doom,
4 out there.
Doom OST or whatever for that PlayStation 4 if I had it.
Oh, I'm going to get
And
the
Silent
PlayStation
Hill.
5.
And Silent Hill, the new Silent Hill. Because that new Doom looks amazing. Like unreal. And the music's unbelievable.
It's great music.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, so back to this. So
Reality Winner was arrested for leaking NSA
Reality
memo.
Winner is this girl's name.
Oh, shit. I didn't read this one.
Yeah, so an alarming document that may prove Russia meddled in the 2016 U.S. presidential election was leaked by a 25-year-old woman who grew up in a small town in Texas. The Department of Justice alleged this week. Reality Winner.
So let's think back. Let's think back real quick. 25 years ago. What is 25 years ago?
Okay, that's too much for me.
What year is that? 1997, 1998?
No way. 25 years ago was like 1975.
No, really. What?
Let's
No,
see.
it would be 1995.
Okay.
No.
No, it's not. It's fucking making
So
us
what's
look dumb.
20 years ago is 1997.
All right.
It's 1992.
Okay.
So there weren't any reality TV shows in 1992. So why would they name this child Reality Winner?
It's fake.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'd have said something like
The
podcasts haven't been around for 30 years.
real world wasn't
That's exactly what.
the real world wasn't around yet, right?
No, it was around, but there weren't reality.
In 1992?
Yeah. Maybe.
No, I think it didn't come out
95.
till 94 because I think I was in the military and they had that guy named Pud or
I don't know, but even if they
Pug.
did have it, they didn't have shows.
they didn't have
where-
winners.
Yeah, winners.
You didn't win the real
You just
world.
got on there and pulled your shirt off and tried to fight people with people holding you back.
Yeah. First. Go ahead. Anyways.
That's a good point. Reality Winner.
Reality. Show.
A federal contractor with Pluribus International Corps.
I'm fucking wrong.
In Augusta, Georgia. What?
There's a show in American Family Revisited in 1983.
Fuck that. No one watched that shit.
No. Yeah, that was a garbage.
Never heard of that. I was fucking tuned in 83 too on TV. There's a show. I was watching Dallas with my parents.
Mm-hmm. Knots Landing and shit. Fantasy Island.
Okay, well, she was arrested Saturday under charges of violating the Espionage Act by removing classified material from a government facility and mailing it to a news outlet. I almost put this on the DickTarian because I'm going to get there. Okay, on Saturday, FBI Special Agent Justin Garrick met with Winter at her home in Augusta. During the talks, Winter admitted intentionally identifying and printing the classified intelligence report and issuing report at issue despite not having a need to know and with knowledge that the intelligence report was classified. She further acknowledged that she was aware that the contents of the intelligence report and she knew that the report could be used to the injury of the United States and to advantage of a foreign nation. So, well, my computer's locked up. Anyway, it talks about how Reality Winter basically prints this thing off that says that that Russia meddled and tried to hack into this fucking thing is fried. Tried to hack into the poll stuff before, but we knew this, right? Because we talked on the podcast because we thought they were going to issue some sort of like government memorandum where they take over the.
We
so
predicted
it's not like
this shit.
Fucking news.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she sends it to a news agency. So then, get this, man. Like, all right, you're risking your fucking, your livelihood, printing off some shit. Which here's the other thing. Like, if I knew that.
Did you guys see what I just saw?
The text?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at something else. You guys look like Tron.
Do we?
All fucked up. Kalon's beard.
I'm gonna go look at it.
No,
Well,
you
can't.
You can't.
Oh, yeah,
You're
can
the
back
funny
it up.
one.
You can back it up.
No, I can't. But look at Nick.
So
I didn't have any hair.
You should see your beard. It's just. You know what? You know what, listeners? We hate to ask for free stuff, but we need a good webcam.
I've got a GoPro.
I don't know why you don't bring it.
I don't either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get some water.
All right.
Kalon's leaving the podcast.
Go ahead. You're making a point, and we're
Yeah,
we're running. Go ahead.
I'm trying to find the actual. I like this Reality Winter girl because she's a fitness fanatic. Where the hell is the part where it talks about her?
You keep signing me out for some reason.
Is that why my computer's frying?
I guess.
All right, so the affidavit details the relative ease with which the government was able to identify Winter as the alleged leaker. It states that a news outlet contacted an intelligence community agency for comment on the May 5th memo. After the news outlet gave the NSA a copy of the memo, the agency determined the pages of the intelligence reporting appeared to be folded and or creased, suggesting to have been printed out and hand carried out of a secure place. The agency then conducted an audit that showed that Winter was one of 6 people to have printed out the memo and the only person who had had an email correspondence with the news outlet. So there's 2 things here, right? So, like I said, you're risking your livelihood to get this, what you feel is really important out there to prove that Russia, meddled in the United States of election.
Right.
Now, what does the news outlet do? Like, let's go ask these people for a comment. Whoa, fellas. Let's be cool. I'm gonna get busted if you're fucking dumb about it, right? And secondly, anyone that works, this may prove the point that what you're saying that. This may be fake. Anyone that works with confidential material knows there's some sort of custodial process to see what you've accessed and what you haven't.
Right.
And I would fucking bet that there's a log of what is printed off.
Yeah.
So you got to be a goddamn idiot to get fucking busted doing this, right?
Yes. This is garbage.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm logged out. Quit! You just logged me out.
I'm trying to sign in,
Can you
dude.
not be signing to 2?
Yes, you can. I think somebody's got our password.
I've got a shitload of windows open.
All right, I'm back in. I'm in. All right, next one. This is your article. It comes HuffPost, obviously.
Hold on. I want to see what you're looking at. What is it?
It's Wonder Woman. The powers of watching a woman save the world.
Okay. You got to read the title.
I did. It says Wonder Woman.
Look at this. Hold on.
All right.
Hold the fucking show.
Okay.
I just typed in Yahoo to get to the mail.
Yeah.
First fucking article, the main screen, former road rule star 34 found
This
dead.
is, dude, I'm telling you. So I have something really strange to tell you. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
So my computer was on.
You want to know the big one?
Yeah.
You want to know the big one?
I'm going to tell you something.
You want to know
This
the big
is-
one? I'll tell you the big one.
This is insane. All right. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready
So
for the big one.
my computer, I'm at work, right? My computer is on, right? Don't fucking interrupt me in this one. All right. So I'm just got back from lunch. My computer's on. I sit down. And you and some guy were making love on messages back and forth. I said that. I told you guys to fuck off, you two lovebirds, right?
Yeah.
So it was on Facebook, right? And I walk out and I go to heat up something in the microwave. In the room that I'm in, there's a television and it's on CNBC. And have you ever seen that show Shark Tank? Have you ever heard of it?
I haven't. I know what it is.
Okay, well there's a black guy on that show and his name is Damon something. I don't know his last name. I forget it. But he's a fashion guy, right? He's some kind of fashion guy, and he's talking on the screen about how he wants to try to put. He started this new startup company called Blueprint and all this, and he's giving an interview, and I'm just standing there watching it while I'm waiting for my food to heat up. I walk back to my desk, sit down, and what in the hell, over on the right-hand side, it's got a picture of that guy, that Damon guy, and some article about him right there.
Picked up what he was talking about through the microphone.
What happened? I seriously
I
freaked
bet your
out.
computer microphone picked it up.
I was a long ways away.
Does it matter?
But how
Like
did
it
he
was
know?
in the same
So he
house?
knew it was me? Well, I'm in at work. That was clear in where the microwave was, and I was there's hundreds of computers in there.
Oh, you were at work?
I was
wasn't
at work.
paying attention when you were telling your story.
Yeah, obviously.
If
Obviously.
you go back, there's something even crazier.
Fuck off. That's crazy. Here's another.
There.
Yeah, it probably changed. It's talking about Mark Cuban or whatever Mike's talking about right now. Oh, no, there it is.
Let's see if it's got the same one. Go down. It's gone.
What did it say?
It said Alaskan bush people, and you were talking about Alaska.
And I was talking about
Bush.
Bush.
It got mixed up.
So what I was thinking, what you're in,
So you guys totally just disregard my.
no. So what I think, what happened?
Because you guys are
is
sitting on the
your
same side.
I think your computer, microphone heard. the
I don't have a
TV.
microphone on it.
Every fucking computer nowadays has a microphone.
Oh.
in it.
Well, maybe what I think happened was maybe my phone was in my pocket, right? My phone was in my pocket, and I was standing in there, and it heard it, and it changed it on my Facebook on my computer.
I just think your phone, your computer, everything's listening to what you're saying, and then like everything is marketed towards you. Like, oh, did you say you like rubber dicks? Like, let's give you a rubber dick ad over here on the right hand side. Right now we got some horns on mine and fucking free Coke refills on this.
You don't even
So
drink
obviously
Coke.
I'm not fucking weird.
Horns.
Like what kind of horns?
One of a kind, it says.
And see, okay, here's
But
what's
you know what I
here's
mean?
what's even strange. I'm about to show you something right now. So last week we talked about this, and you're signed in. For some reason, it says it has your in brim at.
No, don't say mine.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it, but at where you work.
Yeah.
And then down below it, it has, which we talked about this last week, cargo shorts for sale. And you were talking about cargo shorts last week.
It's weird, man. I anyone that does not believe that shit's not data mining conversations and listening and everything else, it's gonna be one of those reports that's gonna come out. It's gonna say like, breaking. Apple reports that whatever, all these things you talk to, your house, the Amazon stuff, Siri, your computer, your TV, like listens to your conversations in order to better suit or better provide you with services. And it's going to come out and people are not going to fucking pay attention to it at all. And it's just going to go out just like that. Hey, we found a planet with aliens on it. Like, oh, wow, that's great. Hey, anyway, they're making clear Pepsi again? Mike's not even listening.
I am. Our stream is bad right now.
Oh, that's good.
It's okay.
Okay, so you started to read this Wonder Woman thing. Did I cut you off?
Yes. Go ahead, though.
Okay, so Wonder Woman's PG-13, right? I want to take my
Your daughter.
going to be 5-year-old daughter to see it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that makes me a bad parent or not.
She's not 13.
No. It's parental guidance suggested under 13, right?
Oh, that's how it works?
No.
I thought you needed to be 13 and older and still come with your parents.
I figure she'd like the strong woman character, and I would get to see this fucking
Gal Gadot.
Israeli girl run around in Wonder Woman's outfit. It's not Gadot. I read online it's Gadot.
Oh, it is Gadot? Well, I don't know. I never even knew who she was till.
So there's a couple things about Wonder Woman. Number one is Huffington Post is going fucking off the deep end with Wonder Woman. Like in love with her, right?
Well,
but this goes against every single thing that the Huffington Post stands for.
Right.
Like fucking bad bang haircuts and fatness.
And yeah, I mean, because she's good looking, and she's is she a demigod or is she a god, Kalon? She's Zeus's daughter, right? You're a comic book guy.
Yeah, but I don't know much about.
Is she Venus? Is she Aphrodite?
Because you're part of the fucking patriarchy.
No, she's an Amazonian princess. She's not a.
She's a demigod, right?
I think so.
So this lady said she cried within the first 5 minutes of Wonder Woman, and then about 10 minutes later, and then 15 minutes after that, says she choked up on and off throughout the entire 2-hour film.
Are you serious?
Just the visual of seeing an army of ripped, powerful women charging down to protect each other in their world was enough to bring me to tears. But you cannot talk about.
Oh fuck.
Okay, you got to read some of the stuff about Wonder Woman on the Huffington Post, because the Huffington Post pushes that, beauty does not come from fitness and muscles. Beauty's, whatever. So I don't understand why they don't want someone that looks like fucking Rosie O'Donnell
charging down there,
like yelling at people like she's got part of a hoagie coming out of her mouth, right? So that no one feels left out.
Yeah, I agree.
So it says it was only women. This is from Meredith Feynman, CEO of FinePoint. Said
she blacked out with joy.
It was only women fighting, being strong, putting themselves in danger with muscles and beauty. The thing that gets me the most.
The reason she blacked out with joy is I think she was playing with her original fidget spinner in the movie theater.
So Gal Gadot is I think extremely good looking, and is ripped, right? And
she is Zeus's daughter.
Anyway,
come on, Kalon.
I just want everyone to know this is on the Huffington Post, right? And this article that was titled is what got me, that got this whole thing on here, and they may have cut it out because it was pretty bad.
What? The scene that made me tear up the most?
Cried in the first 5 minutes of Wonder Woman. How many dumb male superhero movies can conjure that kind of emotional alchemy? None of them. Dude, when I watched Logan, I choked up a couple times, right? All right, so when it comes to pop culture, we speak often about representation, the simple yet often unfulfilled idea that it matters to see someone like you fill a variety of imagined roles on screen. After a while, these conversations almost begin to feel obvious. We know that it's good to see women and people of color and disabled people and trans people and queer people in the same numbers and variety of roles that white, cisgender, straight men have long been afforded. But what these discussions often lose is the emotional impact of finally seeing something you may have never realized you were missing. And here it is. This blows me away that this made it through. For many women viewers, Wonder Woman filled a hole they didn't know they had.
So that was the original fidget spinner. That's
I gotta be.
That's cleverly.
For many women viewers, Wonder Woman filled a hole they didn't know they had.
I'm fulfilled.
Oh. In this time of complete turmoil and attacks on women, it was just so uplifting to see something go right for women, for us to have a powerful example of reclaiming not only our humanity but our strength. I gotta ask you guys. Do you base like your success as your sex, I guess, or your race or whatever off a fucking movie?
No. Wait, what do you mean? Do I base it off a movie? Like, is my life?
Like, I guess it may be because I'm so privileged to have so many white actors play
White folks on white actors,
Leonidas or whatever,
Okay, all right. Whatever. So you could compare Leonidas to Wonder Woman.
Somehow, I gain some sort of I associate myself with Leonidas when I see that movie. You see what I'm saying?
That's what. No, I don't. I mean,
don't do that?
I don't do that.
Do you do that?
I don't identify with Leonidas as.
Or anybody. So, I mean, what's your favorite movie where the main character is half Mexican, half Indian, and half Irish, like you?
Young Guns. I don't know. I've had this. No, and I don't identify with the Blue Diamond Phillips.
I could see that. I could see. All right, like Val Kilmer in Heat. You guys. I don't
identify with the
fuck up
elbow.
Like when you see him playing that part. Does it somehow speak to you as a person because he resembles someone who looks like you?
I don't see it.
I mean, I would do that when I was a child, right?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be the Hulk.
Yeah, Karate Kid. Fuck yeah.
I was that I wanted to be the Hulk. The Hulk,
Hulk is so dumb. You guys like the Hulk. I can't stand him.
I love the Hulk.
Those stupid pants.
I wanted to be the Hulk, or I wanted to be the Fall Guy.
Hulk reminds me of someone that you'd be playing video games with, and he'd unplug the controller out because he's getting beat.
No, Hulk wouldn't do that.
Bullshit! I could see him, that haircut. He's all mad.
He's not spoiled. That's a spoiled kid.
He's dumb.
Blame it on the controller. No, if he lost, he'd fuck up the place.
Controller. He's ripping it out because he's mad that you're beating him.
Maybe.
I guarantee you Hulk would rip out the
I don't think he would. I can't identify with that character because I play till I lose. I never give up on stuff like that.
Oh.
And then I just be like, oh, well, I lost. And then I go about failure.
I cut this last
wait, hold on. So you guys identify with Wolverine?
I love Wolverine.
But you can love Wolverine, but you're not Wolverine.
No, and I don't. When I see a movie about him, I don't.
It's not like empowering you.
Reflects me, right?
No, like a story. A story will empower me.
I'm glad that Wolverine. The story was told with someone that looks like me. I never have thought that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this woman who wrote this even remotely looks like Gal Gadot. Right? Like, obviously not. She probably resembles more Rosie O'Donnell. So maybe that's her. I mean, I guess I could see that portion of it. Like, oh yeah, I would like to be fit like that. I'd like to be.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
the
that.
thing is it's presented as a way of like you have to, like produce these stories or whatever in a way that you include everyone. And it just kind of goes like with that what we were just talking about a second ago. Like the main character of this movie has to speak to everyone somehow, and then you're excluding people if it's like a, I don't know, like a pale Irish. I keep hitting on the Irish people tonight, but you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I'm probably fucking it all up. But
Nah, you're good. I got it.
All right, well, this next one, I cut this from something, and I don't know where the actual article is.
This woman tells worker to go back to China while ordering Chinese food.
That's fucking funny as hell. Have you seen that? The video? She's in a wheelchair, so she probably gets away with saying a lot like that guy at the gym that was an asshole. No, this other part. So there was an article about, I thought it was the lady that wrote Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling?
J.K. Rowling. Right, yeah. It's a good memory.
No. Who wrote the
50 Shades of Gay?
Handmaiden Tales that's on...
I don't know. I've never even seen.
I heard it's good. I don't know.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Dude, Facebook brain is gone. Out of here.
That's really good.
Yeah. Handmaiden Tales is on TV, some sort of TV.
The television.
Yeah, the television. And the author of that had like a Q&A with Glamour, I think, or some...
What do we... Oh, you're looking at the mail.
Yeah,
I closed the mail so you could be in the mail.
So she's talking to this group of people about something.
Mm-hmm. The handmaiden lady?
Handmaiden, yeah. And I just wanted to read you this quote that says... This is from her. Look up that lady's name real quick.
I am right now. American television, Hulu, Handmaid's Tale, TV series, Handmaid's Tale. It's about a dystopian novel. Ooh, Margaret Atwood.
That doesn't sound right, but anyway.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. So she's doing this interview. So this says, quote, "I'm waiting for a lawsuit that says if you force me to have children, I cannot afford. You should pay for the process," she said. "It's really a form of slavery to force women to have children that they cannot afford than to say that they have to raise them."
So,
Read it again.
again.
"I'm waiting for a lawsuit that says if you force me to have children that I cannot afford, you should pay for the process," she said. "It's really a form of slavery to force women to have children they cannot afford and then to say that they have to raise them."
So I guess I need to know the context.
So the article was titled that author equates
Margaret Atwood
forcing women to have children as a form of slavery.
Right, and it makes sense now that I'm looking at the Wikipedia of what her book is about. It's a dystopian novel set in the near future in New England about a totalitarian theocracy. So totalitarian theocracy could be anything. It could be radical Islam. It could be a Christian dominated theocracy. It could be a Jewish theocracy. It could be anything where they're imposing their religious law upon you. And that's that. So
okay.
Okay.
You see what she's saying there, right?
So you'll have to read it one more time.
"I'm waiting for a lawsuit that says if you force me to have children I cannot afford, you should pay for the process."
So she's going to sue?
Yeah. So if you're not going to let me have an abortion, even because I can't afford to have this kid, you should pay for it. "It's really a form of slavery to force women to have children that they cannot afford and then to say that they have to raise them." So let me ask you something else.
Okay.
Internet Explorer stopped working.
Okay.
What if I knock you up, you say you're going to keep the baby,
I got you.
and I say, I can't afford this baby.
Uh-huh.
This is a form of slavery. Like, does that argument work in that case, or is it just out the window?
Well, she's already yes. In the case that she says that, it would have to apply then. If she won a lawsuit on those, then it would have to apply because obviously her choice to not utilize birth control, right? If you were to if it was ruled on the first time to not utilize birth control, her choice, then and it was still upheld, like, oh yeah, it's slavery. Well, then your choice doesn't matter either at that point, right? So, yeah, so then you would win.
I mean, it's complete nonsense to try to equate it being slavery as the, like, I don't think government needs to get involved in abortion.
Right,
and I've been down that road. I mean, it's hard for me to say, because I would never do that, but I figure that is.
It's not on you, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing, right? Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
But to use the argument of it's forced slavery if they, like, oh, you have to have this baby, and we'll.
Yeah,
there's a lot
it would
of guys I know that
it would be
have anything to do with their kids. Well, I don't know them, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Like, I know that exists, to where, and they could easily say like, well, I can't afford this kid, but that fucking argument right there wouldn't fly in court.
Yeah, you know what would happen is say she did win that, right? And then you tried to apply that as a white male, you would lose.
Well, yeah, or just a male, period.
Or male, period, yeah, maybe. I don't know. You could
trying to make it racist.
Race could. I mean, if you invoke the word slavery in it, it could easily be like,
yeah, okay.
hey,
I got
you're
you.
right. You know.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Speaking of raisins.
Well, this podcast just went downhill.
Whoop! Let's go.
We're fired.
The DickTarian Awards.
DickTarian?
Yeah.
You dick. All right. Why does that seem real quiet? Or is it just because
it's loud to me?
Okay. Go ahead.
Huffington Post. Woman tells workers to go back to China while ordering Chinese food.
So that's in the video, right?
Video of a white woman telling Asian grocery store employees to go back to China while she contemplates ordering Chinese food.
That's so cliche, right? Like that's like a.
Well, at first I was like,
it's got to be fake.
People in America are like, I thought this was going to be like, well, Donald Trump's just a misogynistic whatever, and as a result, there's all these people, all these hate crimes, and because it's what you hear a lot of,
right?
Which I other than the Russian stuff, like I don't even feel like there's a president elected. Do you?
No,
like it's not like he exists.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like anything's happening, but anyway, this was in Canada.
Okay.
So we're free. America
lucky
doesn't have the black eye. But this video is this lady in this fucking wheelchair. Can you play it?
Yeah, I can.
It's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's.
Hold on. Should I put it over there?
If you want.
Yeah, I think I can. How do I get over there with my mouse? With my mouse.
No.
Anybody own Chinese, no English.
Then they should go back to China.
China, that's the one.
Go back to China.
That's the Canada, no English.
This is Canada. English.
Anybody country coming here, no you want
If
people.
you're going to work here, it is the law to know English. It is the law to know English. And you know that. If you look like a businessman, you know that it's the law. So, I'm sorry. If it is the law in Canada that if you're going to work here, you need to know the English language or the French language. Not one of these people speak English.
Who gives a shit about your stupid law?
Yes, I would like to buy food. I would like to buy food. I would like to buy food, but these people
And then can I get some of those dumplings?
Yeah, now that we've got that up. Is that rice fresh?
Doesn't gonna matter.
No, I wanted to know how much things were so I can order something.
They're probably not. They're probably gonna take their racist beating and then they're gonna
So I would like to know how much is it can I put together rice and vegetables?
Yes.
How much is
I think for vegetable, so you see here, right? So
saying she's retarded.
what is econ?
See, when you say retarded, did we talk about that last week?
No, we didn't talk about it.
When you say retarded, it feels like a bad word now, right?
Right, but it's eventually going to get back to saying retarded. Because let's think about this for a minute. It's politically incorrect to say retarded, right?
It didn't used to be.
But it is politically incorrect, right? Right now? Would you agree? And then you're supposed to say, you're not even supposed to say mentally handicapped. What are you supposed to say?
I have no idea.
Is it challenged?
Maybe.
Mentally challenged?
Retard.
So what's going to happen is you're going to have to take it back to the Latin, which is retarded.
Wait, taking it to Latin's retarded or the word's
No,
retarded?
that is the word for. So it's actually the technical term.
Retard?
Yes. Just look up the word retard. I know it sounds bad.
You can advance or retard that timing on the ignition.
Slow.
I don't know. I just steer clear of.
So what's going to happen is that all of these words that are politically
socks off over there?
Yeah, I was about to start sawing. Got it.
Dude, I got some serious athletes.
I got it
this summer.
I don't know what's going on. No, we didn't talk about it, but that's what's going to happen. You know that,
seriously,
right?
Every time I've said the word, I do like who your family that whispers it. I'll be like, I think he's retarded.
Yeah, my grandma. They're Mexicans.
Like my grandma used to work with retarded people. Like took care of them and stuff.
I don't I have no ill intent towards retards. That's bad. See, that's bad to say it that way. But I don't. Because I said it for comedy value, right?
You think people that are retarded care what they're called?
No. And the technical term
is retards.
Yes. Well, I don't know if you're supposed to say it that way. But that's what's going to happen because it sounds bad to call them mentally handicapped.
It's like this.
It sounds bad, like they're.
It's the same shit with midgets, right? Like midgets.
Yeah, it's going to come back to let's. That's a great point.
Little people.
What's the actual
dwarfs?
Term? Dwarf, right? But you call them a dwarf, and it's like, oh shit, yeah. I'm not a fucking dwarf. I'm a midget. And you'd be like, oh, okay. And then you call them a midget. They're like, I'm not a midget. I'm a little person.
Let me tell you about that house.
But eventually it's going to be, how dare you call me a little person? I'm a dwarf. Like, fuck.
This fucking, you get to the point you're like, I'm just going to offend you because I'm tired of fucking trying to keep
So wait, if you Google, if you go into Google and you start to type in midget, the first thing that pops
midget
up is
prom.
Midget spinners.
Oh. What are midget spinners?
I have no idea, but you know what a fidget spinner is.
Oh, yeah.
So I would imagine midget spinners are definitely probably have to do with prom.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google midget spinners.
Did I ever tell you about that house? Can you put it up on a screen?
I have no idea.
We were looking, for a
a
house. We went and looked at this one house. It was really cool. Like this one office in the house. What is a midget spinner? I can't read that from here. When a midget is spun in a circle while a group of guys ejaculate on the midget.
While he or she is spinning. So they have videos.
That's urban.
I'm not gonna
Urban Dictionary.
Not gonna Google it. I'm not gonna show you the videos.
So next year when YouPorn pops up with
midget spinners.
Yeah, midget spinner will be on there.
They're gonna be like it's dwarf spinner.
YouPorn.
So we're looking at this house, and first thing I noticed when I walked in the front door, the door was like really low. Like it felt like the floor was built up, and all that.
Like they did a tile job on top of a tile job.
Yeah, but except they added like 8 inches of grout underneath it.
Okay.
Anyways, like the whole house felt like that. Like you stepped down into this office that was on the same level as the entryway, but it was. I mean, I don't understand why that was down. Anyway, I went up in the bathroom, and the bathroom, like the mirrors on the wall above the sink were like at my belly button height. Like
you were in a dwarf house.
To look at myself in the mirror, I'd have to squat down and like comb my hair.
Was the building round? Was the door round whenever you opened?
No, but it was weird, man. It was weird, and that's what I said. I was like, "Is this a fucking midget house?" Or small people, or whatever the hell we're calling them.
I don't know. one of our listeners says, it's mentally challenged pep kids, window lickers. It's terrible. So did you find out if
Marines?
Did you find out if it was
crayon eaters? What?
Midget house?
I automatically label it as that in my head.
All right.
We didn't buy it. All right. I added some extras here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from Huffington Post as well. Putin has most
queer voices. The queer voices is what it says. See, there's another perfect example.
Oh, queer?
Queer. Like that wasn't acceptable. Right. It was acceptable way back in the day, right? And then it wasn't acceptable. Now it is. Like, is it going to move to like, well, queer? You can't say, yeah.
You don't want to say faggots.
Yeah, you can't say it because that's only male, right? That's
I thought it was both.
You don't call girls fags. I mean, when we were kids, you could call them fags.
When I was a kid, the word
everybody you called fag.
Yeah. I
Fag.
got in trouble for calling my brother. My mom got.
But it didn't mean gay. I mean,
no, I didn't know what it meant.
Okay, so you called everybody gay too. Like, you're gay. Like that, or this is gay. That's so gay, right? You would say that. So then the next, the evolution of that is if you're really mad at somebody, or not mad even, is mostly like if you're joking around, like, hey, fag, right? Like, it was popular when I was a kid.
It was in the 90s. I said it. That's what I said. I didn't even know what it meant. I got in trouble. I don't know how my mom found out about that, but now that
you guys didn't say it all the time?
I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe that's how.
Be on the playground and be like, catch the ball, fag. You know, you'd be like that. Whatever.
Dude, childhood's rough, man. All right. So Putin has the most Putin response to whether he'd shower next to a gay man. Okay. So apparently Putin did a show called The Putin Interviews with Oliver Stone, 4-part Showtime series. Have you seen it?
No, I've heard about it,
though. All right. It doesn't debut until Monday. I guess someone got some like scenes of it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It says, according to Marlo Stern from the Daily Beast, Oliver Stone asked Putin if he'd take a shower in a submarine with a gay man.
like the context of that is like if there's a gay dude in the shower, am I gonna just join him or?
Well, it's funny. Is like, I mean, were they drinking when this was going on? Because I mean, that's like
wow.
Would you bone? Like,
yeah.
Hey, would you take a shower
with a gay man
on a submarine? well, you know. Anyway, so Putin says, "Well, I prefer not to go to shower with him." Putin explains.
Listen.
I provoke him.
Putin can't speak English, right? He can't speak English, so why is the translation fucked up? Like we got to make this sound like it's Russian.
Yeah, because this really didn't even happen at all.
Does.
Well, I prefer not to go to shower with him, Putin explains. Why provoke him? But you know, I'm a judo master and a sambo master as well. So I don't know if that means he's ready to roll around naked.
The shower?
He continues, as head of state today, I believe it's my duty to uphold traditional values and family values. But why? Because same-sex marriages will not produce any children. God has decided, and we have to care about birth rates in our country. We have to reinforce families.
We need tax dollars.
He concludes that there should be any persecution against anyone.
So he's forgiving.
It just cracks me up, man. That you like, let's do a professional show. We'll interview Vladimir Putin and ask him if
he'll take a shower with a gay man in a submarine.
Dude, both you guys' stomachs are like
that
rolling.
Was a burp.
Oh. I can hear Kalon's over here.
All right. Ooh, the next one.
Ashley Graham,
mm-hmm.
the full-figured Sports Illustrated model.
She's body positive.
This is Huffington Post as well. This is from the style scene, not Queer Voices. Ashley Graham is all about body positivity, and that includes what you do or don't do with your pubic hair. Be still, my beating heart.
Mm-hmm.
In a recent interview with Glamour magazine, the supermodel answered a question from a Glamour reader about her pubic hair. The reader, who recently split up from a boyfriend and stopped getting Brazilian waxes, asked if she was the only single woman with a bush.
You see this, though?
What?
The perfect example of fucked up. They didn't even proofread it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't write for a living. I mess up all the time. But this is every article. The reader who'd recently split up from a boyfriend and stopped to get Brazilian waxes.
Am I the only single woman with a bush? She sounds like my kind of lady, 29-year-old Graham said. Honey, I have a full bush, period. It's about your preferences and your partner's preferences. Anyways, it's got some pictures of her. I don't know if she's got a full bush.
I can't tell. That
bikini's too small.
And it's a little bit blurred.
She looks like she could have one.
That guy, look at that guy's face. He looks like Tim.
He doesn't look happy in any of these pictures. Ashley Graham's husband. I appreciate it. She'd probably get a good bush. Look at those eyebrows on that last one.
Last one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What does she do?
She's a body positive. She's a Sports Illustrated model.
She did the swimsuit edition, the big girl version.
But she's not big girl.
That's the thing. No, she's just curvy.
Yeah, but she's just a model. You can't label her as a plus size model.
Oh, you can't?
Just a model. Yeah.
No, she's just a big girl. Oh, but you can't call her a big girl.
Yeah, she's just a pretty woman who happens to be big.
So
but you don't want to mention that.
Don't mention the big.
It's got a big bush, too.
You can say that. She don't mind you saying that.
Now it instantly became more appealing to me. So now Gal Gadot, or what's her name?
Yeah, Gadot.
Yeah, Gadot. Gal Gadot.
She have a bush, full bush?
Fuck yeah, she's Jewish.
Oh, they have. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's crazy.
This is the most racist podcast that we've done.
Of all times. Because Kalon's here. He brings it out in us. Look at him over there.
So, like, now I'm a new fan. Like, before I really...
Shirt's just broken up. Swastikas just laid out
so
horizontally.
Before, my favorite movie star girl, I liked... what was her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
No.
You didn't like her.
Diane Lang.
Oh, yeah. Cherry Valance.
And then, yeah, I liked her. And then I liked the girl that played... I can't remember her name.
You like a
girl that played
old
Jean
one.
Grey in X-Men.
Uh-huh.
And that teacher.
Famke Janssen.
Yeah.
Facebook brain's gone, homie.
She was in The Faculty. She's the teacher. I've always thought she was hot, right?
Uh-huh.
Now this gal Gadot.
Do you like Robin Wright as an old lady?
Who's that?
She was in that the Princess Bride.
No, but speaking of Adventures in Babysitting, I like what's her name?
Oh, Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put a lot of.
You get to see her jugs a little bit.
With Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see her breasts.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
I'm gonna drink myself to death.
That's probably his second best movie.
First being
Raising Arizona.
How does that guy just play the same fucking character in every movie? He's like the Nickelback of actors.
He doesn't play the exact same character because back then he was a little bit like, hey, he was real high pitch, right? Like,
I want to hear Kalon's go home and fuck the prom queen.
And then
I don't know.
But then he does play the same.
Yeah. All right. So this last article, this the last one of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to put a lot of.
You really
I know this
propping
is trying to be funny. Right?
So wait, you were getting to a point we sidetracked. You said
I was just trying to say I think she's hot.
Okay.
Gal Gadot. Maybe it's because she's portraying such a strong woman.
She's fit.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is, and this is like completely sexist thing to say apparently.
Huh?
She's always fucking smiling.
But why is that sexist?
I don't know. It's a thing.
You feel bad for saying
you
it?
should never tell a woman to smile more because it's part of the patriarchy. I read it on Huffington Post.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Well, that's part of the.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? There's
They
no
have
such
reason
thing.
to smile.
Listen, there's no such thing. Where did I hear this? There's no such
Anybody
thing
that's
as
gonna-
patriarchy. That's horseshit.
It just makes me think of
Because
pachyderm.
oh, pachyderm. There's no such thing as I can't buy into that idea. And the reason I don't is because we're fucking humans. What I don't get it. Like we have to have the other to survive, right?
Women don't need you.
That's horseshit. See, we need them. All right.
Anyway, I don't want to, like I was saying, I don't want to put a lot of preface in this because I know this is done for comedy.
Who's Allie Raisman?
She's the Olympic gymnast. She's hot. I was gonna put that on there too, but I figured we just talking about a bunch of good-looking girls too much on this one. So.
We said this one was for the ladies.
Oh yeah. So this article is from the Huffington Post. Says Conan trains with Wonder Woman Gal Gadot and does not fare well. So there's only one warrior, Conan, and he was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 1980s. Unfortunately for the late-night host of the same name, there is not the same level of fear struck in the hearts of opponents when they
I can't even believe that they put Arnold Schwarzenegger's name on the Huffington Post.
Yeah.
Without
When
bashing
they hear
him.
the name Conan O'Brien. So you can imagine that Wonder Woman Gal Gadot felt pretty confident going into a training session with Coco. So if you watch this video, which it's funny, right? Like
Conan's funny.
Yeah, Conan's funny. And I know, like I said, I know it's done for comedy reasons. But this goes along the same lines of Conan's this weak, pathetic idiot. And this
She's
girl's strong fucking... When in reality, if Conan O'Brien, as fit as she is, wanted to fucking sword fight her for real...
He'd fuck her up.
Yeah.
Right.
But I know
like even if he had the flu, he would still fuck her up.
I mean, I know that's not the point because it wouldn't be funny if he just went in there and like be like fucking
Wonder
War
Woman
Machine.
Bam!
Yeah.
She's on her ass.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just thought the video is actually funny. I enjoyed it because they're fucking around on it or whatever.
Well, and Conan's a funny dude.
Yeah. But it's still part of that thing where you just see like men as bumbling idiots, and
I think that's like the role that we're supposed to assume now.
Yeah, it is. And
it's going
reinforced in the media and everything else. But see, that's why she's attractive. Is because this face is constantly she's smiling the entire time, and as sexist or not, like I don't care if you're a man or a woman. If you're a fucking guy and you're walking around with
sad all the time,
the entire time, like.
Nobody will.
No one's gonna want to fucking like talk to you or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that Australian hurdler.
Yep.
All like happy the whole time.
She's not from Australia, is
she? Yeah.
I thought she was Australian.
Yeah, no, she's from Australia. The one that's bouncing.
Yeah. And does this. Bird.
Is that what she does? Do the bird?
She shakes her fingers, and she's got a great ass.
Yeah, I mean she's a hurdler.
There's a music video with it. Her dancing. Doing this.
We'll have to watch that when we get off this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Is that it? I thought we had the police one.
Oh shit! Where'd that go? It wasn't on that list.
I don't know. I closed it.
Completely
I'm done. We're good. We don't need to bash cops.
I noticed you didn't play my commercial.
We don't have it anymore.
We don't?
No. Wait, we do.
Play it.
You got it. We're gonna have to record a new commercial.
How come?
Because this one's shit. It's not our real website. So all YouTube listeners, thank you for watching, and subscribe below, and ding ding ding. What was I gonna say? Wanted to say
subscribe. That's all.
Subscribe. That's what I need to say. Subscribe.
Thumbs
subscribe.
Up. If you haven't checked out our YouTube page, we do live YouTube shows during the podcast, so check them out. And
Yeah,
subscribe.
interact.
Yeah, we like the comments on the side.
Mr. Big C8.
Couldn't tonight. Next week we'll have one of our listener guests on. He's having some problems, and in the middle of the show he got them figured out. But
I got to think is this guy named Mr. Big C8. I think that's got to be a code. He's one of our listeners. I think he's starting to like. Is he like in the underworld in the dark web with the Mr. Big C8?
Is it Kate? Big Kate?
Big Mr. Big Kate?
I don't know.
I don't know
Who
either.
knows? Anyway, interact on the YouTube channel live via the internet.
Via the technology that exists.
All right, so
That's
we
it,
appreciate
right?
our listeners. Yeah, thanks for downloading the podcast. You'll get 2 this week.
Kalon didn't say much.
I know. Just
For fuck's sake.
It's awkward back here.
You looked good.
I just was.
I like the layering of it.
Like
I need somebody over here.
No, it clapping like a peer review behind this.
I just enjoyed watching.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you were here.
Yeah, I'm
Burning up under all these spotlights.
dying from that fucking hot lamp. I am dying of thirst in this room.
Mm-hmm.
It's dry because if you touch this table, you get electrocuted.
It doesn't do it that much anymore.
Dried out my sinuses.
Fucking bullshit.
All right.
like we're in
Make
the-
sure to tell your friends about us.
The Mojave Desert.
We'll talk to you next time.
All right. You got anything, Kalon?
Adios, muchachos.
FictionLeatherworks.com.
Oh, yeah. FictionLeatherworks.com. You already said it.
For all
didn't
your
you?
leather needs.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, dude, watch this video.
What video is it?
It's Gal Gadot and Conan.
Oh, I did watch that video. It's funny.
Happy Smiler. It is a trainer.
You were trained in the Israeli army. Yes. I was a Girl Scout.
I mean, look, she's smiling the whole time.
You're still live on YouTube. You guys are bright red. And Tron.